Hey guys, welcome to another week of WoW Weekly with Myst. And for this week's events, we have the anniversary is still going on. That will run till November 22nd. We have week 2 of the Scourge, which actually is already in effect. I kind of figured it would go in effect on Tuesday, but I'm guessing, because Blizzard never gives us reasons why they release anything early. But my guess is two things. One is the fact that the expansion is releasing on a Monday, so if they released it on, say, Tuesday, which would be the normal day they'd release it, then that would give people less than a week for the event. So I think that might have been one reason why they decided to make it active starting today. The second reason I think they might have chosen that is because tomorrow is actually a really long maintenance, most likely due to expansion launching soon. So it will be the last maintenance before we get the expansion. So it's going to be pretty long. Servers are going to be down for roughly 8 hours. They'll come back up around 3 p.m. Pacific, but that's up in the air. Sometimes they've done long maintenances and I've seen it come up a few hours earlier. Sometimes it's delayed and it's not up till like 6, right? So it really depends on what's entirely involved in that maintenance. So that's another thing to keep in mind, that tomorrow there's going to be some serious downtime for WoW. Also, this week we have the Arena Skirmish. And then on Monday we have the Pilgrim's Bounty. Now, once again, Monday is the Shadowlands launch. So next Monday, not this Monday. But yeah, so that brings an interesting point up. Pilgrim's Bounty usually has an experience gain in it. So I'm not totally sure what they're doing with that. Usually there is no experience perks on a new launch, and I think they've tried their best to avoid that kind of stuff, but because of when they're launching it, there's just continuous experience stuff because, well, in all reality, Blizzard really allows you to level fast and always has, because there has been always so many experience perks in a lot of different holidays. So I'm very interested in knowing what they're going to do for that. Not a lot of people are realizing yet that Pilgrim's Bounty is on Monday. If I didn't do WoW Weeklies, I probably wouldn't even be putting that together this early. But that is the case, so we'll see what they do. I imagine throughout the week they are going to start, realizing that there is something else going in there. And yeah, so I will let you guys know if there's still going to be an experience gain. I imagine what they'll do, and this seems like the easiest way to control it, is to just put a level cap on it. So, allow the experience gain, but don't allow it to go past 50. And that would be an easy fix on the system. This is not going to be the last WoW Weekly before the launch. Because they're launching the expansion on a Monday, I'm going to have a WoW Weekly pop on the channel just before the launch. The launch is going to be like 4 p.m. my time. It's 3 p.m. Pacific that it will launch. And which means that my videos, they post 2 p.m. my time. So there's going to be a WoW Weekly right before the launch, a couple of hours before, people are logging in to start leveling in Shadowlands. So I will definitely mention some more stuff on the Pilgrim's Bounty then, if they have made any announcements regarding the experience gain. So yeah, I hope you're getting excited for the launch of Shadowlands. And yeah, that pretty much concludes this part. So let's go to news. Okay, so for the first bit of news, we'll just talk a little bit on the Week 2 Scourge. So the Week 2 Scourge is here. When you log in, you should be greeted with a quest. If not, you'll see it on your map. It'll be there. And it will be called A Message from the Justicar. And basically that sends you back to Icecrown. Or you can just get it in Icecrown. That's going to open up more dailies in Icecrown and all that. Also, now you can end up being the Scourge, and turning into a zombie, attack your friends. You're going to be able to communicate with anyone that's also a zombie, but you are not going to be able to communicate with your friends that aren't. So yeah, and they're going to be hostile. Which is, from what I hear, creating a lot of annoying PvP issues. But what do you do? The way I see it is, if it's too annoying, just play another game. Like, I love my WoW and all, but who wants to be in WoW the week before the release, right? You realistically want to be taking a break. I've been doing so little of this event that, I have only maybe dedicated 2 days to this event. I've definitely been doing other things. It's not a dire need event, My main is a really well-geared character and was before the event because of raiding in Mythics, so I really haven't needed it. It's been okay for transmogs, but then since a lot of those transmogs exist in other places other than the vendor gear, but even some of that vendor gear exists in other places. So there really hasn't been much reason. And then on my day 2, I looted the accursed keepsake, which literally was the only thing I really wanted out of the event. So yeah, I'm pretty much okay. I hop in every so often, and what I get at the end will be cool. I'm kind of holding on to all my currency right now, and then I'm just gonna buy it on the last couple of days. But yeah, so definitely no need to really take the event too seriously, but it's still fun to do. Also, another thing that I did put in a video last week, but I just thought I'd mention, is that I had discovered throughout my rare farming out in Icecrown that Scotty gets you an additional attempt on a blue proto drake, and also the battered hilt can drop. So those are 2 things that we didn't know. We knew of the bag, so if you're thinking, well, what about the bag? That was a very well-known thing with the event, but I don't think anyone expected that you could potentially get a blue proto drake out of it. The drop rate is still the same as doing the dungeons. It's really just a bonus chance per day if you happen to be out there and he's getting ready to spawn. But as far as should you waste your time and wait the hours? Hell no. Now, just one piece of info that actually just hit live, and I'm actually adding it into my video during the editing process, is that they changed the timer on the rares. So the Icecrown rares are now 10 minutes apart, not 20. So that knocks the time you'll have to wait for all these rares in half, basically. So more chances at bags. Maybe you can get more characters to try for the blue proto if you are still going after that. So continuing on news with the pre-patch, one interesting thing was discovered this past week with Nathanos, and that is if you are on his house during the battle, he gets mad at you and swings you off. And apparently the same thing if you go inside. Yeah, I thought these were quite hilarious. I like that this is a thing. You know, it makes the fight that much more interesting. Next up, this is something that happens every single expansion, so this shouldn't come as a surprise. But the Titan Resideum will be turned into silver, as well as honor, actually. I've never known honor to be turned to silver. Maybe I just never paid attention to that one. But Titan Residium, it's always the currency that can get you gear in expansion that ends up being wiped and turns into very, very little bits of cash. So my personal suggestion, if you're really serious about a little extra money, if you don't care, you know, because it's not a whole lot of extra gold, but if you don't care too much, then just leave it, let it be turned into silver. But if you want a little extra gold, what I would do is I would spend it all. So for those that don't really give a shit on the amount of money you would get, then by all means, no need to log in just for this. But if you're already playing and you do care of the difference between some silver and some gold, my suggestion is whatever Titan Residium you do have, go and buy the 175 chest tokens and just sell them for gold. And yeah, of course, you know, you'll be left with some, so you'll get some silver, but at least you could get a little bit of gold from it, benefit a little better than the conversion that they're gonna automatically do. If you choose not to, usually it's in the mail. Past expansions, they just mail you something saying, you know, this is no longer available, been converted to silver, here's your money. Also, Bolvar has a framed art piece that may or may not be sold out by the time you see this. It's still up there, you can still buy it at the moment. So yeah, and it comes with the Warforged Nightmare mount, which was hilarious to me. I have nothing against, you know, anyone getting that mount, but I thought it was kind of weird that a mount I've owned for years that you can buy off the in-game store was attached to this frame, also attached to the book as well. So yeah, not a bad mount. I like it. A lot of my friends don't. I don't know why. But a lot of my friends are not fans of that mount, but I think it's cool. And I imagine you'd get the toy with it. When you buy it on the store, you get this toy that I used to throw out for my friends all the time, and they would click it, and then they would have the mount for, I can't remember how long. I think it was maybe 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. And yeah, as long as they were in the group, they could just keep clicking this toy, and it would be like a freebie mount for them. And that pretty much concludes this video. I have one more thing for you guys, but I'm gonna roll it at the very end. It is a new cinematic that just showed up today regarding the launch, and it looks not too bad. So yeah, it looks pretty good. As for me, I am looking forward to playing the new expansion. It's not my most anticipated expansion, but no matter what, I always enjoy a new expansion. Just Shadowlands, I'm still getting kind of bad vibes from Shadowlands, kind of like I did with BFA, so we'll see. But nonetheless, that doesn't mean I'm not excited to play it. I love new content, and I hope Shadowlands is good because I love my World of Warcraft and I never want it to be bad. You know, I'm always sad when it's, you know, doing bad. And yeah, so I am looking forward to it. As far as goals, I have none. I'm going to start putting goals back into the videos next week because really I have no goals right now. I won't until Shadowlands starts up. So next week's video, we'll have some goals put back in there. I'm going to do a little shopping trip here soon to get some snacks for the launch. So you guys will have to let me know what do you like to do for the launch? Do you make sandwiches or, you know, assuming you're the type of player I am, right? Where when the game launches, you're sitting there on day one for many, many hours. Yeah, because that is how I am. That's why I prep a food plan for that week, pretty much. As for the stream, week 2 isn't really anything too spectacular. And being that they launched it today, I'm not going to wait a day to do it, right? That's not me. And I didn't plan a stream for today. You know, really the plan was editing for today. And yeah, so I'm just not going to make it in there, guys. I don't feel like it's a huge loss, but week 2, I will have it as a YouTube video. I do have week 1 sitting in a video. I think it was one of my characters on my Horde side. If you want to see the Alliance side, I've timestamped the stream I did that's called week 1 Scourge event. You can easily click the timestamp. But yeah, I will still get a video out for you guys. It'll probably be a little mixed though. I think the week 1 recording right now is Horde, and I'm probably only gonna really enter week 2 on the Druid. You know, there's not really gonna be any real serious stuff to do. So I'm just going to keep the rest of my characters out in Ice Crown. They can do their stuff out there. But as far as, like, entering shit, like, they're just going to kill rares. They're not going to be involved in much. Okay, so also, I always intended on doing a stream this Friday because I wanted to do a send-off to BFA, you know, bye-bye BFA. Hello, I'm on my way, Shadowlands stream. And just yesterday, one of my guild members asked if we could do only the Penitent, which is an achievement. I did it years ago, but he still needs it. It is for Gloria the Firelands Raider. Typically, it's everyone's last achievement they need because all the rest are soloable. You know, basically that's what it boils down to. And yes, so if anyone needs that achievement, let me know. This achievement is a lot easier now than it was when I did it. When I did it, you needed at least 6 people. If someone messed it up, you were screwed and you had to wait a week to try again. Now it's a lot easier. Now you only need 2 people. And if it fucks up, you can just leave the instance, reset, and come back in and try again. It's definitely a lot easier. Keep in mind, as you know, a druid that did this back in the day, do not shapeshift. That will mess it up. You want to be in your regular form. And yeah, so if you need this achievement, let me know in the comments or just show up to stream on Friday. Also, I had mentioned a while back that we would do some more Emberwyrm mount runs for Kara. So if you need that as well, there is a bunch of us that have it. So it would basically mean a 100% drop chance for you. And I have lots of alts. I have lots on Alliance, lots on Horde. So many runs can be done with that. So those are two things for sure that we're going to do in Friday's stream. And as far as the rest, it's just going to be a putz around stream. I want to level... Well, I want to finish leveling my hunter. The one you see in this video, actually. I think she's 46, 47, something like that. Just need a few levels. So she's going to be a big focus for Friday's stream. Just because I want to make sure she's 50. Because she's going to be one of the main Covenant characters. And yeah, other than that, I'm just going to be putzing around, getting all my characters ready. You know, parked where I need them parked and all that. And if you guys have anything that you want to do, just let me know. We could do some BFA dungeons for that meta achievement, or we could do anything else. Does not matter. Could do some transmog runs, whatever. It's gonna be a whatever stream. So I hope to see you there for that stream. And of course, the week of the launch is gonna be a lot of streaming. I usually go pretty ham on the first week of a launch. Okay, so that concludes today's video. I do apologize for this video hitting the channel a little later today. By the time I save this and review it and all that, we're probably going to be looking at a almost 2-hour late post here. Yeah, I usually do the WoW weeklies a day in advance, and I wasn't able to do that yesterday. There was a lot of interference that was stopping me from both recording and editing, so I had to do it today, and WoW Weekly is my longest video, so, you know, doing it on the day it posts is kind of like the worst thing for this video. But I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you in the Friday stream. And, you know, if I don't, I hope you have a great time in Shadowlands. And don't forget that tomorrow will be a long maintenance. So you probably won't be able to get into the game till at least the afternoon. They say 3 p.m. But, you know, it's not always what's written on the BattleNet. So... It's roughly around there, though. So, I did mention a little before that I had one last thing, a cinematic for you guys. So, I'm going to roll that. But I am done the video, so I am going to say my goodbyes to you and roll the cinematic. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Beyond the veil lies the Shadowlands, where every soul has its place.
Beyond the veil lies darkness, where every soul has its place.